Hello everyone, we are at Top Golf with our friends. We're gonna go back over there right now, but just wanted you to see the beautiful sunset. Let's go back over there. Hey, everyone, welcome to week 3 vlog. Yeah! It's a good time. Sash got a great text. Can we show the phone?
Show the phone.
Cover the top half, cover the top half, cover the top half. He can go on a date tomorrow. We were just in Oberweis. That employee over there, don't want to put her face on camera in case she doesn't want to be on there, was having a bad day. And so we had to donate $100 because she said she was having a bad day.
The Mr. Beast.
I am not the Mr. Beast of Illinois. But welcome to week 3. These are my best friends, Sash, Navon, and Keisho. Yeah. And you know fiance Athena. We're gonna go for a nice little walk, and I will see you when we talk this week about our next business step. What's up, everyone? This is Brian, Lexi, Daniel, Tanny, and you all know Athena. We are in Paxton. There's so many people around. I went shopping at Primark. I'm a big fan of Primark. Wonderful. We are at Woodfield Mall looking around. We will get some more clips out there. If you've never been to Woodfield Mall, this is what it looks like from the inside. There's 3 long walkways where this splits off down the side. And we are going to Abercrombie and Fitch right now to visit my friend Raiden. There is my friend Raiden, all the way over there. Let's go up to him and say hi. Let's just say his outfit is giving that. What's up, Raiden? How's it going?
I knew you were gonna.
How are you? Here we go. He's trying on clothes. Look how drippy he looks. Brian's dressed as well. There's me in the mirror in a quarter zip. You can't really see. Oh geez, too zoomed in now. We're gonna go to Cane's now. I took Athena shopping. I got myself some.
Wait, don't put that by the hook. Don't put that by the hook.
Okay. It's now 10:30. We're at the gym. We're at Lifetime. Put it in the work, getting some abs. Not a lot of people here, but that's how it goes. Gotta work when nobody else is working. And when we're doing all day business, then that means gym happens either first thing in the morning or the last thing at night. So gotta put in the work and find a good wifey who will do it all with you. We have found the most, be ready, I'm gonna go. We have found the most efficient way to clean the boat cover, and that is by just driving with it on the back and letting the jet just spray water onto it. And then it just kind of surfs the wave. And look at it, it's getting all clean. Perfect. Good morning, everyone. We were up late. Editor Manny and I posting the video yesterday. A lot of work for 2 people who don't really know what they're doing. This is the backyard, if you've never really seen it. Accidentally left a boat cover over there for too long, and now there's a dead patch of grass there. But this morning, playing with the dog. Oh, he's doing some indecent business. Playing with the dog, and also we washed this boat cover out yesterday, just dragging it behind the boat. Actually worked almost too well. And so gonna leave that out to dry today. And I am going to do an oil change that I think is much needed. and I'm going to, the boat is super dirty, as you can see, because it sits under this tree, and without the boat cover, it just gets from birds and everything. So if the boat cover's dry enough, we'll detail today. If not, we'll detail tomorrow morning. But gonna do an oil change, as well as the speaker light stopped working, so we're gonna see what that's about. So I will keep you posted. Wife is making breakfast, so that's good. There's some sailboats out this morning doing some racing as well. So yeah. Well, everyone, the sun has decided to join us, which is great news for us, because before it was just humid and muggy and gross. But now that the sun is out, it is also hot. So that's great. No, all jokes aside, really can't complain. Living the best life out here. It's been a couple of hours. Here's the progress. Boat cover, Athena went ahead and did. Hudson decided to walk all over it now. But it's pretty clean. A lot cleaner than it was when it came to us. She's now detailing the boat because of our friends coming over. And you can't really see too well in the sunlight, but look at that. The lights are back on the speakers, which means that I was successful in my job. Now, for the oil change, I did all the research necessary, and we're gonna have to go ahead and buy a couple more things. Not much, but gonna have to order some. They're gonna be here next week, so we'll probably videograph that for you. And now we're gonna throw Hudson's ball. Go get it. Pretty fast dog. All right. Got a shirt on because we're going to the gas station. Well, I'm going to the gas station. Athena is actually, believe it or not, still out there detailing. It is now 12:37. And yesterday we drove the boat down to pretty much empty, or actually empty, like it said on the tank that it was empty. I wanted to test it because it's always good to know. You know, some gauges will say empty, but you still got a couple gallons left. Some gauges will say you got a quarter of a tank, and all of a sudden they're going to start sputtering out. So I'm going to go fill up the gas right now. Okay, the first trip is done. It's full. Gas prices are brutal right now. Trip 2, I had Athena come with me because it was very heavy the first time. We got one more trip. That was $78 of premium. And we also went and got food on the other side of this shed at Dogs and Suds for the first time. And it was actually really good. Really good. We're going to be going back a lot more this summer, I'm sure. Finally done with a lot of the cleaning. Not done yet fully, but Athena's going to learn how to wakeboard, and Hudson's out for his first trip on the boat. Athena is in the water learning how to wakeboard. But look at who is passing right above us. Wow, I'll get a better video. There they are. Flying in formation. Wow, what a beautiful thing to say on this day. Out at Dairy Queen. Just got back from a birthday party. We're in downtown right now. Well, downtown maybe is a little bit farther that way. There's the car hiding. What is up, everybody? We are here doing a quick 5-minute clip. Nothing too major, about 5 minutes. And the reason is because I want to quickly explain first where I have been gone. I have been gone because a bunch of business stuff went a little bit off the rails. I wouldn't say very off the rails, but enough that it needed my entire attention. Additionally, we were able to sell the other boat, but unfortunately for a very significant loss. And that loss was significant, and I only got $1,000 for selling that boat. But it would have been more expensive for me to just go scrap it, so take the win. You guys will see that in the next video. Don't worry about it. You might be wondering, Roman, how is the sound quality so much better? Well, after recording and posting the last segment, I realized that the sound quality was buns, recording off of my headset. So I'm now recording off of my handy-dandy iPhone. That's why it's louder if I hold it right here, and it's quieter if I hold it further away. So that is why the audio is better, and I hope it is much better. We're going to see after Editor Manny gets that done. And speaking of Editor Manny, he is going to lock in and push out a bunch of videos for the next week. Hopefully we're aiming for 3 to 4 because we fell behind. Won't happen again, most likely. Obviously, I can't make any promises like that. But, Roman, what are you doing? I have this chat pulled up. I wrote video 3 process because I was curious as to what it would say. I'm going to start looking through this because I should really do that. And what is this chat for? I am using ChatGPT. Google wants me to ask Gemini. We'll see. I don't know. We're going to see what the most viable of the AIs to use is. But right now I pay for GPT Pro and it's great. So I love it. Anyway, nonetheless, why do I have ChatGPT open? I have ChatGPT open so that I can do some research on what would, oh goodness, I can't type, be some good businesses to get involved in at 21, starting with $0 that I can do from home. I don't want anyone to look at how I spelled involved. Let's see what it says with the instant response. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bunch of research with ChatGPT for the next video. And what is nice is that I have all of these options here. I can make it more advanced. I can have it do a bunch of other things in here, deep research. And it can help me pick a new business. Nice ones here. AI automation agency. I have been involved in a startup with this. It went all right. I don't know that this is going to be our $1 million idea. All right. Lead generation agency. That's pretty good. We could see what we could do with that one. Appointment setting agency, virtual CFO / financial consulting. This one I have background in and would be really good. And I do a little bit of, but I can't do that because, as I said, I can't use any prior knowledge, any prior experience, or any prior assets. And unfortunately, my knowledge is an asset. Can't do that one. Fractional operations manager. We got a bunch of good options. So we're going to see what I can do. I'm going to have it do a deep research. I have to go to PJ's wedding, which, as you're going to see later in a video or 2 or 3, we'll see if we're able to record for. We're going to see when we get there. I'm going to ask the big man himself, and he's probably going to ask his boss, a.k.a. the soon-to-be wife, and it's going to be awesome. I'm very excited. I'm excited to share this journey with you guys. Like I said, didn't do much for this video. We just wanted to get this one out so we could continue getting the ball rolling, and it's going to be good. This audio quality is going to be a lot better. The video quality is the same because it is the same camera situation. Wait, I should look at you guys more. And additionally, we are 100% prepared to get moving. And so now we are going to first pick the business, and then next, we are going to figure out what is needed to be successful in that business. And really quick, I do want you to gain something from this ending segment here. So let us do what, I know these things, but I want to see what ChatGPT says since I already have it pulled up. What are the primary things necessary to be successful? Oh, geez. In business. Solve a real problem. That is a big one. And this is necessary because, as it says here, people don't buy products, they buy solutions, right? That is pretty accurate. There are some people that like to buy things like it's just a garden gnome. Maybe those do something that is pretty useless and just looks pretty. People tend to buy those kinds of things. But when you're in business, if you're trying to be in a scalable, wealthy business, what is the problem that you are solving? If you are solving a big problem that nobody else can solve, you have 100% of that market. You're a monopoly when you first enter, operating under the assumption that nobody else is able to get in on that business with you early on, and you have a lot of potential for high growth. All right. And then you also want to make sure that the problem is actually worth solving. That's really important as well. It doesn't really say, I guess it does say how much is that problem worth to the customer, but that's very important as well. All right. And then also sales. You can have a wonderful business. You could have perfect structuring, perfect management, everything that needs to be done to have the back end of a business work wonderfully. Except when it comes to sales, if you're not able to convert, your business is going to go under nonetheless. So you need to make sure that your business is viable and is able to make sales, and just do some testing, do some groundwork, see if this is something that is a potentially viable solution. Get somebody who's good at marketing. All right. If you're not good at marketing and you don't have the time or the potential to learn to be good at marketing, get somebody who's good at marketing. I'm good at marketing because I am mostly indifferent to social anxiety, because to me, most of the time, I'm never going to see these people again, which you will see in future clips when I just will go up to strangers and ask them questions. Or, for example, in a future clip, you're going to see I got a whole restaurant at Cheesecake Factory to sing for our friend Lexi, who you have seen in clips, for her birthday. Discipline, revenue alone does not guarantee success, right? So you need to be able to understand your profit margins, your cash flow. We're going to talk about all of these things, your fixed and your variable costs. And a really big one that people tend to overlook is your customer acquisition cost. You might be like, oh, okay, well, I'm selling my product for 50 cents and I bought it for 21 cents. That is a 29-cent profit. Well, how much did it cost to get that sale? That is a very big, important thing that people tend to overlook a lot and can be a primary driving factor in businesses going under. Execution, adaptability, systems, leadership. You got to have good leadership. Hire carefully. Be very careful. You know what? This is one that we can make personal. You need to be very careful with what you do with company assets. And a big one is equity. And so, Roman, why are you already giving away equity for your channel? Well, because I want people to work hard. What did I hire Editor Manny under? 2.5% of all YouTube revenue goes to Manny. Because without a good editor, you can't make good profit, right? You can't make good videos. You don't have good turnout. And this challenge is marginally reliant on YouTube's success, right? And the biggest part of posting it is that I want people to be able to see what happens and to be able to follow along and maybe even do it themselves, yourselves, right? And so having a good editor is important. I didn't know a bunch of friends who were editors, so could I have just hired somebody for, say, $20 an hour to do editing? Absolutely. But then that person is not motivated to work harder. If I give Manny 2.5% of all YouTube revenue, that means that the better you make the videos, the more people that you pull in, the more money you're going to make. So if we get $1 million in revenue, 2.5% is quite significant, right? And so, I mean, you get into the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands even, if you are doing things right. And so that is why that is that way that it is. And it's the same for Kayla with social media management, 2.5% of all revenue. She's just posting clips and we'll see what happens. And I would like to make her a brand manager. I think she would make a really good brand manager. So having the right people in these positions and being careful with what you're doing with your profit margins and your revenue is very important. And so I find that to be incredibly necessary to learn early on. So start thinking about those things if you're thinking about starting a business with me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just saw the camera glitch, like half the screen green. Sorry for that. And we're going to get started in the next video, which is probably going to be posted like maybe 2 days after this. All right. I will see you guys later. Peace. This guy saved us cleaning out the car. And he's got a cute doggy. Hi, puppy.